It is no secret that the launch of Modern Warfare 3 has been at least a little bit problematic. The campaign is short and it is definitely lacking quality. Call of Duty was once known for its ability to tell amazing cinematic stories that many of us still have great memories of over a decade later. But now it seems like the campaign is reduced to nothing but a mere afterthought. I personally did not play the Modern Warfare 3 campaign because of all the bad media surrounding it. I didn't want to waste my time, probably like many of you. But I did purchase the game. And I'm going to be honest with you, I really like it. I'm having a blast playing it. And I know that to some people, that's probably a bit of a weird opinion to have, so I wanted to take some time to talk about why I feel that way today. Like most people, I'm not purchasing Call of Duty for the campaign. I'm in it for the multiplayer, and the multiplayer only. That's the only reason I'm there, and I think that's probably the only reason most of us are there. And I've been really excited for this game's multiplayer component ever since it was announced that it would include every original map from 2009's Modern Warfare 2, which, like many of you I'm sure, is one of my most played and one of my favorite video games of all time. And then we got the multiplayer beta, which did a lot to confirm my anticipation for this game. Playing on those old maps was just a blast in the beta. And now that the game is finally here, like I said, I'm absolutely loving it. The nostalgia is real, and I get it. Trust me, I understand that that's the point. I understand that they're just trying to sell me on my nostalgia without actually delivering a real product. I understand that, but I don't really care. Just gonna be honest, it doesn't really bother me. This is basically a glorified DLC that's being sold at full price that doesn't really do anything but add a few guns, add some old maps, and make a few gameplay tweaks. I get it, and I will talk more about that in a bit. But right now, I just want to talk about the nostalgia, because it is absolutely amazing to go back and play on Terminal and Scrapyard and High Rise and Skid Row. It's just an absolute blast. You know, I created so many memories playing on all those maps as a kid, and just reliving that has been an absolute thrill, even if the game is a bit of a scam. And maybe that makes me some kind of a sucker. Maybe I'm just a deluded moron who is buying into some type of scam, but I don't really think so. I haven't had this much fun playing a Call of Duty game in over 10 years. And to me, if I'm having fun, that's really all that matters. So they must have done something right. And whatever it is, I'm glad they did it. The next thing that I want to talk about is the core gameplay, because I think there's a lot to like here, and I do think that it's an improvement over Modern Warfare 2. Now, I want to preface this by saying that I am not a professional Call of Duty player. I am not even a good Call of Duty player. I'm just a guy who plays COD to kind of have some fun and chill. That's all I'm here for. But I think that's probably what most people identify as, so I think my opinion still counts, even if I'm shit. He just killed me, and then he killed me again! And with that said, I think this game plays great. I don't really care that much for the increased time to kill. This game bumped up the health to 150, and I'm not really a huge fan of that. I think that what it creates is this system where it feels like it's taking you longer to kill people, but it doesn't really feel like you have any more health. Even if you do technically have more health, it just doesn't really feel that way, and it makes the game feel less satisfying to play, in my opinion. Maybe it will just take some time to get used to it, but it seems like a lot of people in the community feel the same way I do, so I wouldn't be surprised. Well, maybe I would be surprised, but it would be nice if they would change this a little bit, maybe make some tweaks here and there down the line. But I really do love the improved movement mechanics. In Modern Warfare 2, it's not necessarily a clunky game, but they remove slide canceling. You know, that's sort of a controversial thing, whether that's good or bad to a lot of people. But to me, I like slide canceling. I think that Call of Duty is all about giving you a lot of control over the way you move around, because you just got to feel cracked while you're playing this game. And I think giving us the ability to slide cancel is huge, and I'm glad that they did it. And they also gave you the ability to aim down like the side of the gun as you slide, and I think that by creating that where you don't lose the ability to properly attack people as you're sliding, I just really think that adds a lot, and it makes the gameplay feel more smooth and fluid. They've also sped up the time that it takes to mantle up objects, so you can virtually sprint up areas where you'd kind of just need to kind of slowly lumber your way over some boxes or something. Perfect example is this stack of crates that you use to climb up into the window on Skid Row. You can just zip up that bitch in 2 seconds now, and it feels nuts. I love it. Like I said, to me, Call of Duty is just about feeling cracked and running around and shooting people, and all these changes that they made for this game really help go a long way in reaching that goal. But with all of that said, all of the positive stuff out of the way, there is still a problem with this game. Its biggest problem, and I think that its biggest problem is its biggest selling point, almost, in another way. This game is just a DLC. It's just another glorified DLC with a few new guns and some old maps, whatever you want to call them. And that's a problem with Call of Duty every year. I think every year Call of Duty comes out and it's like, it's the same game. It's been a running joke for as long as I can remember that Call of Duty is the same year over year. But I really think that that issue runs deeper in this game than it did in games before. One thing that is arguably nice that they did is they allowed you to carry over your unlocks from Modern Warfare 2. So all of the guns and camos and attachments that you get in Modern Warfare 2, you can unlock those in Modern Warfare 3, and if you had them unlocked already, they carry over. The result is that this game probably has the most unlocks out of any Call of Duty game. It has something like 830 something camos. Like, it's absolutely blows my mind that Call of Duty has this much stuff in it. I remember a day when there was like 10 camos, and that's all you got. And if you wanted more, you could get fucked. I remember those days, but now it's like just customization heaven, and it's awesome. So I'm glad, I guess, that they allowed you to carry over all those unlocks. At least I think that I'm glad that they did that. The problem that I'm running into is that I'm finding that I only really want to use guns from Modern Warfare 2 because I already have them leveled up and I can just kind of make my class, put all my attachments on, God bless, we're good to go. The problem with that is it makes the gameplay feel kind of stale. Like, I'm using the same guns that I did in Modern Warfare 2. I'm not really feeling like anything is really new and fresh, and it's kind of frustrating, but I think it's a good thing that they allowed all this stuff to carry over, because again, it makes the game feel a little bit more varied, like there's more options, especially for a player who didn't play Modern Warfare 2. I think it's a good thing overall. And then there's the fact that all of the Modern Warfare 2 camos and attachments can be used on Modern Warfare 3 guns, and vice versa. You can use anything from either game on any gun, and I think that's really cool. I'm glad that they added that feature. It's a really nice quality of life change, and again, it makes the game feel more varied. Like, there's a lot of content in this game, even if most of it is pretty old. The thing that it does, though, is it just reinforces the fact that this game was meant to be a DLC. I will die on this hill. I think a lot of COD fans will die on this hill. This game was not supposed to be a full price game. They just decided at the last minute, all right, boys, we're flipping her around and we're releasing her for full price because we're fucking money hungry and we want more money. So let's sell it for more money. Money, 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 money. That's all it is. And I'm sold. I bought the game and I don't regret it. But it still is a problem that, you know, Call of Duty in 2023 is being sold for $70, and it's 16 old ass maps, and it's like a handful of new guns, and the rest is the exact same game as the game before. It's just a little bit goofy, and it's greedy as hell, but I'm sold. I'm a dumbass that just likes to feel nostalgic, I guess. I don't know, but that's how I feel about it, and it is problematic for sure. But this really does seem to be in line with what Activision wants for Call of Duty. This whole Call of Duty HQ crap is a complete dumpster fire. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, a lot of people were complaining when a couple of days ago, if you had Warzone installed, for example, you had to install Modern Warfare 3 for no reason. Even if you didn't purchase it, you had to install it just because of Call of Duty HQ. Like, it's such a stupid thing, but it seems like Activision wants Call of Duty to be more integrated. It feels like they want everything to just come together into one, and it's just supposed to be one game that kind of slowly evolves. And it makes me think, like, are they trying to switch Call of Duty to like a subscription-based model in the future? Is Call of Duty going to be subscription only. You have to pay $15 a month and you just play COD, and there's no more new Call of Duty every year. I don't know. Just a little bit of speculation, but that's how this seems. And one other thing that I wanted to talk about really quick is the armory system. Why the fuck is this in the game? I think it's so annoying. So the way this works, at least to my understanding, is that you pick a gun that you want to unlock, and then you have to do X amount of daily challenges before you can unlock that gun. And you pick another gun, and then you do 3 dailies, and then you unlock the next gun or piece of equipment, or I think even camouflage and stuff gets added to this eventually. Listen, I hate daily challenges. I don't like this grind of doing dailies. I think it's boring as hell, and don't even get me started on this game's user interface and the battle pass and all that crap. I'm not even going to get into it, because if I do, I'll be here for 17 years complaining, okay? I don't know. I just think it's a little bit of a goofy system, and I think it's annoying, and I just want to level up and unlock guns, or grind guns to unlock more guns. I don't want to grind dailies. I hate dailies. I don't want to do them. So just get rid of them. For the love of fucking God, please. But with all that said, the bottom line for me is that I really like this game. Like, I'm just really enjoying it. Like I said earlier, I haven't had this much fun playing a Call of Duty game in, I mean, probably since Black Ops. It's been a long time since I've had this much fun playing Call of Duty. Now, granted, I haven't played that much Call of Duty in the past 10 years. This is really the first one that I'm like probably really gonna dive into. I played Cold War, it was okay. I played Modern Warfare 2, it was okay. And then I've tried free weekends for like a few of them, like Ghosts, which was, you know, God rest that game's fucking soul. I'm not a huge COD head, but I'm really loving this game for the nostalgia factor, and I think that a lot of people would probably really enjoy it, and I'm worried that the campaign and all the fiasco that surrounded that, I'm worried that that will take a lot away from this game's success, and I hope that people are willing to try it, give it a free weekend, give it a go. I'm telling you, bro. Running around in Terminal, going nuts, getting kill streaks and shit, like, it's hype, man. It's hype, and I want to see people enjoy this the way that I am. So I'm trying to stay positive, although don't get me wrong, I understand that it's basically a scam. You know, there was that whole rumor that they were going to support Call of Duty for 2 years that came out, I guess it was last year sometime, and then that went out the window real fast, and now they sold it to us for full price. And it's a shame. I wish it would have been an update for Modern Warfare 2. That would have been the consumer-friendly thing to do, for sure. But I still think I'm glad I bought it, and I think that a lot of other people would really enjoy it the same way that I am, because, again, nostalgia kind of rocks. When you're feeling nostalgic and you're just getting into something, like, it's a good time, it's a good feeling, and I think that this game is actually pretty good, even if it is a bit of a scam. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just how I feel, and if you disagree with me, I completely understand. That's pretty much all I got. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I want to hear from you. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Tell me. I'm down there to chat. As always, subscribe. You should subscribe to the channel, because I make videos like this on an inconsistent basis. Maybe every week, maybe every 2 weeks. We don't really know. Could be every month. But the point is, I make videos sometimes, and when I do, they're poggers. So you should subscribe. The next video is on Modern Warfare 2 2009 campaign. Get lit, get hyped. That's going to be sick. I love that game, and I'm going to talk to you all about it in my next upload, probably sometime next week. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'm done here. Goodbye.